Good evening everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Sleep video. In this one, we're going to do a main session here on the primary account and then discuss some of the data mines. Now, I don't want to pull up any graphics or talk too much in depth about it, but there are a couple key things that I think are interesting that I want to just talk in general about in this video. And then tomorrow is the big day where we actually have some meat on the bone because, shocker, there is some new ingredient specialists, but actually it is surprising that all three of the new evolutionary lines are ingredient specialists: Aggron, Vikavolt, and Luxray. Now, whatever that means for the future, I don't know, but overall I think it makes it more likely that we will see a berry specialist maybe for the Halloween event, maybe Annihilate. That could be kind of nice. Alright, anyway, let's hop into the sleep report. We don't have a nap session here for the primary account today. I don't think the naps are really it here. So starting this week, I probably won't do too many of them, although I have been overstacking a whole lot. And tomorrow I will ZZZ ticket off Taupe Hollow and go to Old Gold Power Plant for the first time. That's going to be exciting. I do look forward to see how many berries and strength I've been accumulating over the past week, and to see whatever team I decide to piece together there, if that will work or not. The difficulty curve is quite high. I like that. It's nice with a challenge, and overall it also increases the odds of finding the first stage evolutions anyway, so we'll just have to adapt as we go. Now, we have 6 Pokemon in this session. It is Tuesday currently, so this is essentially the first session of the week. We got Ekans, Haunter, Toxicroak, Swalot, Toxicroak, and Shuppet. I think I'm going to go for the Shuppet in this video. Had there been a Gulpin, I probably would have preferred that, honestly. Not a huge fan of the Banette. I haven't caught too many Shuppets before. There are numerous videos of me here on the channel just blatantly, like, I'm skipping the Shuppet, even if it's hungry. I never really thought Banette would do a whole lot. The only thing that I think can save Banette is that it does have a Mega Evolution. Now, I don't want to talk too much about that because I have a tendency to go on long rants when it comes to that, at least in the Discord. But that's like hypothetically, potentially in the future. So for now, I'm not a huge fan of the Shuppet. Now, it is hungry and I have a biscuit, so now I have a problem because where do I put my premium? Do I even have a premium? I didn't pay attention. I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh, okay. This explains why I only had 6 encounters. But actually, today is a new month, so I have some biscuits here, which is nice. So, don't know if I'm super interested. I'm gonna go for it, why not? Let's see if we can claim a Haunter as well. If anything, it would be really nice with some extra candy. Now, I don't like to convert biscuits into candy, but a little desperate on the Gengar situation right now because I have 2 of them. I have one at level 30, which is doing double mushrooms. And then I have one at level 54, which is herbs, mushrooms, herbs. We can bring up the Gengar and the widget in a bit. But, overall, my problem is I don't have candy to split across the 2, but I need both of them because my first Gengar has some really, really strong sub-skills and nature and everything. So essentially it's a discount herb farmer that also tucks away mushrooms. So it's nice. Okay, caught a whole lot here, which is pretty nice, especially when I don't have a nap. So we'll just have to see whatever happens tomorrow with the main session then. I'm looking for Fuecoco, Onix, and what's the last one? Wooper. Onix and Wooper are slumbering, and Fuecoco is snoozing, and then Skeledirge is dosing. I don't think I'll be catching a whole lot of Skeledirge, but I would like some Fuecoco. Personally, I think the Haunter is the better candy scent here. The berry output between Banette and Gengar are very close. Alright, we have a Shuppet. That was the first Pokemon befriended here. I am looking for berry finding. You can see I'm way off the friendship level 10 here. Serious nature off to a bad start. And no berry finding in the first slot. Let's see it. We got ingredients. Then some speed. More speed. Some skill. With a neutral nature. I think this one for me is going right in the bin. I don't like the neutral nature here. Without any berry finding. Even though it has some speed. I don't think this one's it. So I'm just going to name it blank so it's easier to manage my ever-increasing box of Pokemon. We're going to hop on to the next Pokemon, which is a Haunter. And here's the Gengar in the widget. You can see it has mushrooms in that B row. Lonely nature is huge. That is speed up, energy down. And at that point, if we have a berry finding here, that could be kind of interesting because I only have one Raichu at this moment that is viable. The other Pichu I have that is pretty strong is just level 14 and I don't have any candy, so probably not going to use that anytime soon. Okay, so it's not berry finding in the first slot at least. Maybe, no, it's speed though. This is a fast Haunter. More inventory and speed, some skill trigger. And like if I can just want this to level 100, that's pretty good for an ingredient specialist. You probably would care a little bit about the ingredient list, although I would say on Gengar, probably just herb, mushroom, some sort of combination with a berry finder at this point in time is viable, just because you have Dragonite as a very strong mono herb, and then you have Quagsire as a potentially even stronger mushroom Pokemon, just because you can combo it with Suicune in prep weeks. Okay, that may be a hot take, just warning you. Okay, let's see. Arbok. Rash is trash on the berry specialists, and I can't believe how many of these I keep finding. It is egg though, so maybe if I find like ingredient M and S here, I can just skip the Delibird. Skill trigger, skill level up S, research EXP bonus, ingredient finding inventory. Wow, that's ridiculously bad. I don't like when the sub skills are increasing something and then the nature is just like, let me have that, and just removes it. Alright, this Ekans just right in the bin too. That's just how it goes at a max rank 1+ year account, but at the very least, these were 3 captures, and I guess I can throw that Haunter out for some extra candy, although at a cost. 2 great biscuits do not come around easily. But yeah, this is my strategy this week. The sneaky snacking is crazy. It is currently Tuesday. The only thing I've done this week is to cook the macarons once, and what's the last dish? I don't remember. Tea time scones. Just 2 dishes and that's it. The rest of this is just the sneaky snacking from these beasts. It was kind of crazy, and that's the reason why I have the Sylveon on here. Could potentially have put another berry specialist on here instead, but for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with where this is at. You can see it is a ridiculous volume. Look at this. It just keeps going for like 10 to 14 seconds. It got so much, Ninetales is bored and walked off. It's still going. Oh, I look forward to collect this tomorrow. That's going to be huge. And the same thing here on the right shoe. Look at all those apples and ginger. Maybe I can knock out one of those new recipes just right off the bat. Insane. To an extent, I probably should be running the Flareon today, because I do need to get rid of some of these ingredients at some point. Getting very close to full bag. And that's kind of by design, I guess. I have hopefully just, like, I'm crossing my fingers. I don't want to reroll. I am done with the ZZZ tickets for rerolling dishes. I burnt myself on that during Suicune event. I won't do that again, at the very least not in a long time. So I'm just hoping, like, if I can get Ninja Salad tomorrow, that would just be a dream come true. I could run the Dene, Favored Berry, OGPP, let's go. And I could run Gengar, Favored Berry, get those mushies, and I could put on the Ditto for more tails, more leak, and just have a huge crit ninja salad as the first dish on Old Gold Power Plant. That would make me smile if I can. That's a dream come true. So we just have to see. So I have the beans and the ginger from the Tyranitar all saved up, and then need a little bit of juice from the Ditto and whatever else for the leeks and mushrooms. So yeah, current team basically the same. On a daily basis, I don't really get enough candies to make a change here or a difference. Typhlosion is kind of getting close to level 51, but my actual overstacking team for Entei has the Quilava on it. And at that point, I'd rather just hold some candies for the Quilava Bandicoot. It's when you overstack, the most important thing is not the production speed. So actually, the fact that this is a Quilava doesn't matter much. And because it's an overstacking team, I also get hours on it. And eventually, Quilava is going to be pretty strong with the 2,000 hours. It's currently at 323. Haven't done too much of this yet. So it's just a progress thing. I was hoping to find 2 really strong Typhlosion candidates, just haven't yet. Instead, I found 2 really strong Ninetales. We can have a look at those 2 here as well. And yeah, I'm not going to evolve it, but yeah, you can see those candies are way better spent here on the Bandicoot. With overstacking, it is the level that is the most important thing, and then it is the uniqueness of it, like if you have a unique species or not. So Typhlosion is here, then we have Quilava. If I bring out the expansion, you can see that, wait, hang on, there we go. They are pretty close. Obviously, Typhlosion, S tier, really strong, one of the best Pokemon in the game. But once you give Quilava some ribbons at 2,000 hours, and you put it onto the same team as the Typhlosion and the Entei and the Ninetales, then it just starts to make a lot of sense. Especially this one that already has a decent chunk of levels on it. You can see it is level 40 now. It has Berry Finding. Research EXP bonus is not bad. It's just there's a lot of stuff you probably would prefer over it. And then the fact that his EXP gains up kind of makes this an easier invest in a way, because I don't really care too much about the speed. Had this been Sleep EXP bonus, that would have been huge. And it's probably something I'm going to look for when it comes to the long-term Suicune strategy, because with overstacking on Berry Specialists, then maybe having that daily experience over the helping bonus could make sense, because the helping bonus is the most important in the week that you're collecting. But if you're just like having a couple of weeks of preparation and you're just overstacking, then the level is the big thing. So yeah, just some ultra late game strategy talk right here. But yeah, a lot of these are just nowhere near getting to where I can actually power them up. And we had a little bit of a discussion in the nirtheart Discord today regarding level ups and dream shard spend. And this is where this video transitions into the discussion of some of these data mined stuff. So currently speaking, I have a very close Lucario here hitting level 60. And at that point, I'll have 5 Pokemon level 60. There are a lot of Pokemon that I've invested in overall. You can see the average level of my collection is probably way higher than it should be. I've spent resources and dream shards and candies on just Pokemon that I probably never should have put things into, but I just like the game and that's what you do. So yeah, I personally, if we click into the Sylveon, I'm sitting at around 300,000 dream shards. The big discussion today, all day everywhere today, is the dream shard cost of upgrading the cooking pot. If I got the numbers correctly, it is going to be an increase up to 69, which is nice. You have 3 for the first achievement of 340, and then presumably there's a 390 somewhere, which is another 3, so 4 cooking pot expansions in total. And at that point, 69 ingredients, I'm almost wondering if I won't even get anywhere close to that and just run my Flareon, because that last upgrade or something like the upgrades in total is equal to like 1.2 million dream shards. I think that's what it is, because last time it was around 100 or something, 1,000 dream shards. Probably should have looked up that list beforehand. But either way, I think there is like a split here. You either run the good camp ticket after having upgraded that pot, or just before that, decide on finding yourself a good cooking power-up Pokemon like Flareon or Glaceon or Magnezone. This Flareon I'm very, very satisfied with. It has the preferential combo of main skill chance up nature and skill trigger M, which combined is one of the strongest boosts you can have for a main skill chance or main skill specialist. The other thing I like here is to save 2 seeds, because overall Flareon probably S tier still. Like, it's a very strong Pokemon, especially if you're not a whale. And at that point in time, with it also having inventory, it's just a really, really nice Pokemon. I've sometimes wondered if I should just sub-skill seed that inventory to get it real nice. And long term, I'll probably end up sub-skill seeding just everything on it. So that ingredient finding S2. Let's pull up the Flareon. 18% ingredient rate though, not a huge difference if I do go for that ingredient finder. Maybe we can compare that in the widget now that we have it available. Here's the expansion. We can plot in the Flareon, do a review of my own Pokemon in this video. It is level 50 and it is evolved once, and I have a lot of hours on it, 970, trying to get it to 1,000. Whoops, that would be 500 in this calculator. We have the skill level up M. We have the skill trigger M. We have the gentle nature. And then we have the inventory up S. Now I'm curious to see what happens if I put in the ingredient finding M. That's a decent jump. That is a pretty decent jump. And I think at level 60, getting a decent chunk of milk and cacao, just running the Sylveon, lol, Flareon long term, maybe for me personally, as one of my top Pokemon overall, maybe it's worth it. Now, we can also look at what that ingredient finding M looks like. No, what am I saying? The inventory M? The inventory L at level 100. Don't know if I'll get this Flareon to level 100, but man can dream. Then 52 inventory. That'd be pretty crazy. So let's hop back into the game. So if I'm not mistaken, I think the Luxray has the cooking power up, and it is a 3-stage evolution ingredient specialist. So that could be kind of interesting. What I'm hoping for is, as I've covered in numerous videos, is I want a new mono egg Pokemon. Like, if Luxray can be a new mono egg Pokemon, that would be amazing. And then maybe, like, let's say if Luxray has eggs, coffee, and cacao in its ingredient list as an electric type ingredient specialist, I'm going to be off the charts happy. If it is a combination of those, like coffee, eggs, and cacao, then okay, that works too. But I would like to see either eggs on the Luxray in the A slot or the B slot. And tomorrow, the jury is out on that, and we have the final say and answer on it. So, with the surprise too, with Aggron being an ingredient specialist, that was very surprising. I wonder if we're gonna get some other like tomato or oil Pokemon, or I don't know, potatoes. I don't understand what Aggron is supposed to do in terms of ingredients, but I guess the developers have some sort of idea. We did need an ingredient specialist for steel type, so to an extent it was a little bit of opium with the 5 points steel very specialist. And then the surprise too with Vikavolt being ingredients too. Maybe it is honey. I feel like we need another honey Pokemon. I feel like we need another egg Pokemon, and I feel like we also need another cacao Pokemon. So if Aggron is cacao and coffee, we have maybe Luxray as egg and coffee, then maybe we have honey and coffee on the Vika Vault. So those are just some thoughts that I'm putting out there. And then other things we found today. Some of the dishes are huge, and that was the whole thing here about the Flareon. The biggest dish now will be 100 ingredients, and if you have the Flareon here with the highest upgrade, which is 69, nice, and then you have one trigger from the Flareon, 31 at main skill level 7, then you have 100 ingredients without running a good camp ticket. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a seed into the Flareon here and get it to main skill level 7 and just do that. You know what? Let's just do it here on the video. I'm just very interested in... There is a new month here. I forgot. We have to look at the seed spend. I'm going to hold off on the main skill seed because I think it's not impossible that in not too long we could potentially see main skill level 7 on the energy for all. And that is way higher of a priority for me than the cooking power up. But the cooking power up is pretty up there too. If I'm not mistaken, the Entei is already main skill level 6. Now I got a little curious now that it's October 1st, I just realized. Let's see. Entei level 6. Sylveon level 6. Are there any other skill specialists that I would like to put seeds into? Lucario is already main skill level 7, believe it or not. And then we have the Ampharos, also level 7. It is the Flareon that I'm really interested in powering up, and also the Dedenne. I have Sylveon, Entei, Dedenne, and Flareon as my skill specialists in the queue. So yeah, I think here I just have to be patient, although I really would like to see that just 100 cooking pot. I can just run it for 2 triggers and that's fine too. So this was a rather longer discussion, a little loose, but it's gonna be super interesting to see what happens tomorrow. We have version 2.0.0, a lot of changes coming to the game. So hope you guys are excited for the old gold power plant. That is where I will be tomorrow in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. You can leave a big ol' thumbs up on this video if you liked it and want to see more content like this in the future. And if overall you're very excited about Pokemon Sleep in general and want to find some more places to chat, consider becoming a YouTube member here on the channel. It starts at $2 for whatever local currency that is for you. I live in Norway, so that is 19 kroner. You get lifetime access to the nirtheart Discord by being a member for 1 month or more, and early access to new videos and priority reply to comments. I reply to all the comments, but you can feel a little bit extra special when you have that nirtheart next to your name in the comments. And so yeah, this is the nirtheart Discord. It's an outline of just kind of how it looks like. I might have done some changes here and there, but basically it's close to it. I have a Pokemon Sleep category for the month of September and October. If you put 3 Pokemon screenshots here in the YouTube My Mon text channel, I will put up a standalone video just for you. That's a special offer, special campaign to get to, invite you in for some more fun. There's a lot of good discussions happening in there today. The chat's just flooded because there's so much to talk about now with data mines and everything. So that's just my final call to action. And I'll see you again in another video. Thank you for watching.